Maybe I should open it.
Oh, don't kill me, please. I tell you everything. God is loot, loot. I'm young. I don't wanna die.
Boss, code is loot.
Oh my god, idiot. Fuck! I surrendered by idiots.
Hey kid, sorry about that.
Hello and welcome back. We are ready to get ourselves into the second map, potentially final map here, if ENCE can close out their own map pick after sealing away Nuke from the Dignitas side. Sermon,
Yes.
what do Dignitas have to do here? Because, I mean, if you got Hades coming up against you with an AWP on train, that's never going to be a fun situation.
Well, they did give their plans away for free. They posted them online, Dan. On Twitter.com, I found the Dignitas account, and apparently they conceded the first map, but they're about to do a reverse sweep. That's quite a bold statement coming out of the Swedish camp, but let's see if they can make good on their threat/promise here on ENCE's map pick of Train.
Yeah, certainly was a bold statement. See if they can follow up on it, because obviously Train, not a map Dignitas generally play all too much. They've had some decent results on it. Like they're plenty put extra salt close recently at the FunSpark tournament. I mean, not many wins all in all, but yeah, some close results that might indicate potential for this one. But I think ENCE, especially with Hades in the lineup right now, might just take this game by the balls and run with it.
Absolutely right. And this is, of course, ENCE's most played map, and certainly the last sort of period of time. It's been played 18 times and won the majority of the time. So let's see if they can continue this trend. But first, of course, it all gets decided by the knife round. We do play the knife round in every single map here in LOOT.BET.
Yeah, that's
Basically,
how
we're
it be.
starting. You never know where the people are going to be starting their own map picks on, but ooh, it looks like a 1 versus 1 in the end. Goes the way of Hades. Easy for Hades yet again. The replacement for Alu, for those of you that haven't been paying attention. Alu's out of the action for now, and Hades, well, he's one hell of a guy to fill his shoes, isn't he, Dan?
Yeah, I mean he's been
Up.
so sick for the ENCE side recently in the maps we've seen him play, and we'll hope to do the same here on Train. It's certainly a bit of an Orpus paradise. So many different angles you can play and places you can be. It's ENCE who actually win out that knife round. So they get choice of side, and I assume they'll choose CT side. Makes sense.
It's usually the pick, yes. Of course, just looking at the performers from the last one, the Hades guy I already mentioned, of course, 20 kills for him. Most ADR on the server, but right behind him, there's Snappy with 2 more kills, in fact, just less damage inflicted. He's been picking up like a +9 kind of KD there, so that's been good for him. Meanwhile, of course, in the Dignitas camp, no one actually having a mare here, though Heap Forest and Freiburg, the usual suspects, did rear their ugly heads, and well, certainly gave it a good try, but in the end, ENCE reigns supreme. Let's see if this trend continues here on the final map, potentially, if ENCE managed to pick it up. Pistol round live, Dodo on the kit, Freiburg and Halzerk on utility, and it looks like they're going toward B. No? Toward Pop and then A? We'll see.
Already a dink down onto Spinks early on. Has put him on 30 HP. Bit of smoke trading towards Ivy here. Doto just going to fade away through the one that the Dignitas side popped up. That flashbang not going to connect on towards him, but just running through the smoke forest. Has a bit of a spin around him and Freiburg. They'll clear out the back lanes, and now they're going to crunch in towards this B site. Nobody here to actually defend for ENCE. This should be an easy one, although Spinks has been able to take down the lurker of Forest, who was a little bit later trying to push in towards CT, and maybe ENCE still have a chance in this one, but with these post-plant positions for the Dignitas side, looks like It's all going to be coming crashing down for ENCE in this round, especially with Freiburg still here towards CT as well. Not really much you can do when he's here lurking with a USP. Quick kill onto Spinks, finishes Hivom, and now it's just Diha. 1 versus 4, 20 seconds. You may as well just save the armor if you can here at this point.
Definitely, but he's gonna get found out, of course. Freiburg finds the head in the end, and that's another pistol round the way of Dignitas. But we've seen quite a few of those before, and we know that they definitely do have some problems converting. We'll be seeing there if ENCE can actually hold them back. Of course, being on second round as the CT is not as favorable. Just the Deegs and the Scout available, I'm afraid, with a little bit of utility there to help out. Just not going to be enough to really hold back the T's if they decide to just explode out of main, for example. No Molly's there to really hold them at bay. Forrest is out behind Electric, trying to find some entries, but it's going to be Spinks that beats him to it. Heap already down as Halzerk answers back, and now it's a 4 versus 4 with the T's out of main, but not really having gained much ground since. But there you go. Forrest keeps pushing, finds a nice double. And that's a 2 versus 2 situation, because Snappy just found a kill from behind, but Lekro takes care of him.
Hades now the last one alive. 1 versus 2. Scout in hand. The bomb has been dropped. It hasn't been planted yet. There's 1:10 still on the clock. Lekro looks like he's going to try and get that one done. Hades is close range, though. If Lekro doesn't actually check for him if he goes for the plant, could be a dangerous situation. But with Halzerk lurking all the way around, old bomb just misses the timing to get the shot. And Hades, careful, take the task because he's looking for blood here. The god might strike you down because Lekro has been tagged down. Drops off the train, USP in hand. Hades knows he's tagged in, but can't get the finishing USP shot required. Dignitas just about skeet away there with a second.
Hades really was in a good position there to make it work right. I was already getting ready to shout Hadesy at the top of my lungs, but just doesn't connect this shot, which was the most important one. A single bullet from the USP, I think, at least gets close to winning there as, yeah, Dignitas, they do pick up their second, but by the skin of their teeth, I'm afraid, as ENCE will just be forcing again into the next one. Why not? Scouts all around.
No, Dignitas have actually won all 3 pistol rounds so far. And it's just this round is actually getting Dignitas a lot of cash. I mean, Max 10 for Freiburg. You can farm a little bit here, and looks like they're pretty. I'm surprised ENCE went for the floor spy. It caught me a little bit shocked, if I'm honest.
Me too, and then, like, right afterwards, right, they couldn't make anything work toward A. The explosion just continued, and they were helpless to prevent its spread. It was definitely a ballsy decision, though, because most of the Dignitas team died in the previous, so they were like, okay, we can keep the pressure up.
Yeah.
Let's just get some rifles out. If we get the early engagements, then we can definitely clutch out the win and sort of steal the advantage from under them. But, of course, that's not how things shook out, as ENCE will be forced here to just go for the save, but Snappy's on the ballsy angle, trying to upgrade his Galil for free. Might just get it, though. Freiburg and Forrest already dead, and well, if Hades manages to find another kill, then maybe and see another force buy in the next round, but not going to be finding it. Of course, the bomb explodes, goes kablooey, and Hades is the last man left standing. The international squad certainly isn't going to be going for a buy in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting call to go for that force buy for the ENCE side. When you look at it, you think, yeah, okay, makes a bit of sense. Obviously, just Lekro surviving that previous round, no bomb plant for them either. Economy will be low, but yeah, it doesn't work out. And Dignitas, they now get an extra round here before the real guns can come out for ENCE. Lekro, he's just going to be running deep on through the A site. He's already got himself all the way to the green train, looking for blood. Smoke does block off his vision for the time being. He shoots through. He has revealed himself. And he actually gets tagged down for 7 HP, so he needs to be careful, as Doto is just playing with the edge of that smoke. Smoke going down, and Lekro, very quick shot comes through. Exactly what he needed. Without that, he's probably dead.
Now what can the CTs really do? I mean, look for kills, as they always have been. Maybe a few more pot shots would have been very much welcome there from Hades through the smoke. Could have found Lekro, the low HP player. Still might get him on the peak though, as Snappy does manage to take care of Freiburg, and I think they're going to be happy with this one considering Lekro should be a dead man. There you go.
Even the headshot with a deagle. Bit overkill. But done. Round is over. Snappy's having a bit of a mooch around. He's about to get killed by Hauser, though, so no saving for him. Means that it's just Diha and Hades left alive. The two Poles for this ENCE side.
Polish team ENCE.
Of course.
Never thought I'd be saying that in my life and be like actually 2/5 correct. Do love the additions to ENCE though. I think it's starting to come together as a team, especially since Alu's replacement of Hades seems to be popping off. I think he's got a bright future in this team if you know, they want to keep him around. I'm sure they will be after this tournament is done.
But depends whether Alu wants to get back in the roster, how soon he's thinking about rejoining, if he does indeed want to. He's just left for some personal reasons. It is the full buy now for ENCE. Finally, 4 rounds have played, and the 5th one where we'll now see Hades with the AWP gets an opening call to Freiburg. Exactly what you want to be seeing from the All-Pro on that CT side.
Man, the push onto B's going though. They found the entry. Several more to find, but first things first, get that bomb down while Lekro tries to get control of the back line. Only 14 HP though. The guy on the other side is Hades with the op, so low HP or not, it only takes 1 bullet, and there you go. Lekro finds the kill, and that's gonna be Diha trying to find the refrag, but no luck, I'm afraid. Gets himself into a good position to retake, but they're starting to run out of time here. 25 seconds left. They need to start pushing now. The initial kill happens, so that's going to be giving them the impetus to do so, but Lekro still ready to get the kills, and Forrest helps from the back lines as it's only Spinks left. 1 versus 3. Can't get it done. Goes down. Dignitas find the 5th round. That's a 5-0 start on the opponent's map pick, Dan. You think we're going to be seeing a reverse sweep as the Twitter prophecies foretold?
Oof. That's still a long way away, but it's a good start, I'll say that. It is a good start.
It's going to be 6-0, so that's why I'm already preempting it, you know?
Yeah. Maybe
6-0 starts pretty good.
Maybe Dignitas just like picking maps they know the enemy's going to win, just to make life a bit more difficult for themselves. They're like giving us a free map series, perhaps.
Well, it's a long-running tradition, Dan. Remember Exists pick bans?
Oh, yeah.
Those were awful. They always give the advantage to the enemies. As we go here toward B, just Snappy here, holding them off. Not going to find 2 belly shots with the Deagle. Is of course going to be just a firing squad set up towards Z Connector, where the CTs eventually emerge, and, well, to their death, they run. ENCE on 0 points now, but they have enough money to make it work in the next. Of course, the previous was a save, and now they can break the piggy bank and actually get the double op setup out. Going to be the rest of the players, of course, on the M4s. Plenty of util to work with, except for the oppers. Let's see if this is going to be easy for ENCE or hard for ENCE.
Yeah.
Master
I was
wordsmith,
expecting.
Mike.
Oh yeah, I was expecting something more for that one. There was a little bit of build up there as you sort of slowed down your speed.
I knew
was
I had
expecting
nothing,
something.
Dan.
Yeah, that's why
Absolutely
you slowed
knew
down
I
there.
had no way. Yeah, I know I slowed down because I was trying to get the suspense going, man. I knew I had nothing going into it, and I was like,
damn, need to build up
maybe,
suspense for hard.
Maybe I think of something like very last second. You know what?
Yeah.
It's going to be way funnier if I just flunk this, and then I do.
Yeah. Well, we will indeed be finding out if it is going to be hard for ENCE, as you say, but
difficult for Finnish esports organization ENCE.
Indeed. Dignitas, though, much stronger start. That's what we like to see. Obviously, this is the ENCE map pick, so we'd be expecting to take it. But then again, we're expecting Dignitas to take Nuke, so who knows anymore? Life is paying. What's the point of living? Where did the Big Bang even come from? What was before the Big Bang? Hello.
Many theories on that. I'll educate you after the stream. For now,
Okay.
I'll just let you observe this masterful sort of deep B presence, but simultaneously Heaven is being held by the CTs. So this is a weird afterplant, and it's not even an afterplant. Of course, it should have been, because Freiburg was sort of just standing around with that bomb for way too long. Should have gone in for the plant, as now the CT's position in Heaven has been given away, and well, the T's, are they even going to be responding to it? Seems like they did, finding the kill onto Snappy, but that's going to give the CTs plenty of maneuverability around the site, and Halzerk and Heap, they have to get that bomb down, first of all.
Yeah, 2v3. They can still win this one out. Get it into a 2-on-2, get that bomb planted. That's exactly what Halzerk does. Gets that kill onto Doto. Now leaves it just up to Hades and Spinks, 2-on-2, to try and deny Dignitas another round on the board. Nice shot down by Spinks, though. Gets it onto Halzerk, leaves Heap 1v2. Has to play around these trains as best he can, as the name would suggest, but Hades, that primary up, not going to miss a beat onto Heap there. Finally, ENCE find a first.
One would say easy for ENCE on the defense of B.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really. Diha gave up the man advantage for them initially just by yeeting up the ladder. Don't know why he did that after they'd already found a kill, but he did.
Yeah.
And now this time they don't have that opening kill, so maybe this is the time for Diha to go up the ladder. But
Wouldn't do much against this A take that's brewing, though.
yeah, especially considering Dignitas already have pop dog control, which makes
So,
that a
yeah.
bit more difficult.
It's gonna be like 3 different points of entry here for the terrorist side, and the defense really not feeling it, even retreating. The player in connector, he's gone. He's gone toward B. It's just Dodo left to maybe spot out if the T's are rotating in through Pop Dog, but little does he know, the vast majority of the team is actually here toward Ivy. Could have been holding them back, would have been smoked off, of course, but he's gonna be trying to see if anyone's aggressing the smoke. Not gonna happen, of course. They're more interested in getting this bomb down, and more importantly, dying to Dika from connector. Not sure what that jump was about, but a couple of trades do come in, and now we're on a 3v3 with the push still continuing from the CTs after the bomb plant. Now they know Freiburg's on the site, they get him, but Halzerk emerges from the Ivy position as he's given his position away onto green train. Still a 2 versus 2, Dihan low HP. Kit's present, but no grenades. Has to find the kill, and with 5 HP, good luck, brother.
Dignitas, another round on the board, answering straight back after ENCE pick up a singular round. I mean, yeah, it's looking pretty good initially as they were pushing in towards the site there. ENCE finding a couple of kills, bringing it into the man advantage, but they just can't hold it there. And ENCE, this CT side is struggling. We've seen both these teams struggle in the opening halves now, as Dignitas is rolling in the deep. They don't have much cash though. Look at that. A win here for ENCE, and they're on eco, but well, it's ENCE who have themselves a minimal buy. Scout for Diha, a few Deagles, CZ for Spinks. Let's see if they can find any damage just to keep that economy low.
Okay, so taking Pop Dog control, but they don't really have the same setup going for them as in last time. They had plenty of people on Ivy. This time it's going to be more main presence here than anything else. Not even going to be bothering with Pop Dog control. Look at that. They can totally just smoke him off and just push out a main, and then there's only 2 players to contend with. Definitely the approach I would be going for here. Let's see what kind of smokes they throw, as Forrest is going to be leading the charge here, trying to get these entries. Finds the first onto Hades, easy as you like. Halzerk had him flashed. As the rest of the push continues, and Pop Dog still a danger, but Dodo is also a danger. Just above him, there's a player. He's going to spot him out after getting the initial kill onto Lekro, but Halzerk gets him before. And that's a 4 versus 2. ENCE trying to pick up some scraps here. Do find at least 1 kill going for him, but wouldn't give him much chance of coming back into this one. No kits present, utility unavailable, and their chances dwindling, time running out.
Nice shot from D here. Means little in the grand scheme of the round, though, because with 10 seconds on that bomb, it's about to get blown up, rather, not diffused. Far from being diffused. And Dignitas to finish off those last couple plays as well.
Wasn't this the kind of scoreline we kind of saw? Well, it wasn't exactly this one, but this was pretty much Nuke, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, on Nuke, Dignitas won the pistol rounds out. ENCE haven't been able to do that here.
But yeah, let's see if the past keeps repeating itself or if that's going to be running out at any point. IV push. Dodo finds the kill. Should do, though. He's low HP behind that wall. Nowhere to run. Can't run from grenades. Kobe would be proud. Now that's the initial kill, at least for the international squad. And even pushing on forward. Downs the bomb outside of T. Freiburg goes in for the repeat. He's going to get it, but now they're like a man down, so that's not going to be the best of situations. However, Dika just might give away the man advantage here. It has to do a double take. Still gets Forest. Unexpected. But Lecro answers back, and there's still a player on Sandwich. That's Dika low on top of Grey Train. If he loses his life here, this is still quite doable. But Hades, meanwhile, found Lecro, and it's all going to be down to Freiburg on only 12 HP. And yeah, ENCE seem to be getting back into the swing of things. The second one, this time Dignitas don't even get to see a bomb site before capitulating entirely.
Maybe Freiburg could find some online instead. I was going to say maybe Freiburg could catch out D here on top of the train, but he is looking his way, so no chance of that one with the low HP.
Even if he does, like, he gets one kill, then the CTs know where he is, and with low HP, he can't exactly emerge out, so he has to go up the ladder, and at that point, it's just a done round anyway.
Yeah.
Don't like that position.
Done deal.
But Dignitas in a very bad position economically. It looks like all of these close rounds are finally paying dividends for ENCE, as the Swedish roster is going to have to actually save for the next. Just a Glock train going to be leaving the station momentarily toward Brown Halls. Next station, it's going to be the B bomb site. All passengers get ready to disembark. Because the C4 is going to get planted, and that's the final destination for the bomb. Snappy's in heaven, though. There's also a sniper. Hades is AWP, the second one on the server. Gonna be watching heaven the entire time, but I have a feeling this is just gonna be an explosion toward the lower ramp. No, the bomb is actually going toward heaven, and that's huge, because Hades finds the initial kill, and now the bomb must be recovered, but Lecro lets himself die as well. 2 huge kills, and the rest of the push doesn't even matter if they can't retrieve the bomb.
Yeah, Hades is giving them a bit of space, but even that flashbang isn't going to stop him. It's all falling apart for Dignitas in this one. Just Heap, the last man alive, a Glock in hand. Karambit in his other one. But Heap might be on for a fourth there, and he is. Nice work from him. It's against the pistols. Not much in the way of resistance, but nails every shot set in front of him. And that's exactly what you need the AWP to do there. So, 3 on the board for ENCE. Not out of this one. They can get themselves up to 6 or 7 in this first half. There's still a hope for them. But, yeah, it's certainly just a hope.
Can't really get away with the fact that, you know, Dignitas are going to be leading the T side no matter what happens at this point. So definitely hopes are the best currency they have available for them in the moment. It is a very unstable one as well. Dodo gets the initial kill. The rest of the T's are going to have to push a man down through Ivy. 2 men down make that. Hades gets another one. It's going to be Hades and Dodo to get the entries, of course. And, well, the push out of Ivy is going to happen. But there's 2 CTs ready, and the smoke's going to be covering one of them off as the flash comes through. D-Hud to push. Gets 1 kill as well, but that's going to be it. Freiburg pieces out of there with 9 HP and the bomb on his back. And Lecro, what's he done in the meanwhile? Well, he snuck his way through Brown Halls into heaven. Snappy's still watching for the B push to occur. And I have a feeling that if they wait an extra couple of seconds because, well, obviously the bomb has to rotate, that bomb might just get cut off in the middle there. Spinks is ready and pop. Ooh, but he gets found by Freiburg. That was exciting.
Snappy going to be aware of this player deep. Lecro.
Well, he's certainly going to find a multi-kill here, isn't he? You can already smell it. What? Gives his position away immediately. And that's just been the round right there because he discharges like way too soon. I don't know what that shot was.
Oh, that was awkward. He
Yeah,
gets baited
not a
a
big
little bit
fan.
because Hades jiggle peeks it. He thinks he has the kill. He thinks Hades just going to be like sort of sliding out a little bit to take a wider angle, but it's Hades just jiggle peeking and that gives his position up.
Well, at that point, like, who cares? Just go forward and start, like, big braining on him with a multi-kill potential that you had right there, right? I mean, just finding that one kill that wasn't even a guarantee, definitely not something you want to be walking away with. And I don't know, man. Not a fan of that play. However, we are still going into the 13th round here, as Dignitas will be saving their money for the next. And round 13 looks like it's going to be given the way of the international squad events here.
Snappy in a good position. Oh no! Oh no! He was
How
about
could
to
you
say he's
curse
in
him like that, man?
Oh no!
How could you?
It's all falling apart for ENCE here.
Ooh.
Please don't. Do
Even more
this.
kills just keep happening. I can't even describe what's going on because the T's are just winning some weird, like, ill-advantaged, like, awkward duels. Still, like, life in ENCE's camp, of course. They can get it done. They have the utility. They have the man advantage now that one of the players has died, but Diha goes down. A 1 versus 2. Freiburg has to find it. I mean, Dodo, obviously. Keep is in the other side. Gonna be letting him run away with that AWP, but just in time for Heap to pick it up before the bomb explodes.
How does Snappy find none from this position? He starts spraying through, and then he tries transitioning to the player that he actually sees. Oh, that was painful. That's the M4 given up. That actually finds 2 or 3 other kills in the round in the hands of Heap there. So,
Yeah,
huge
Heap was a 3
weapon.
frag there.
Huge weapon given over to the Dignitas side as they now find 9, and this makes this TT half even worse for ENCE. We could be seeing Dignitas trading maps, living up to the reverse sweep mentality. Let's see what they can do, though, because ENCE, they still have enough for the rebuy. Spinks, yeah, he's left with a FAMAS, but still a decent weapon with a good double up set up. 2 other M4s. Still plenty of opportunity for ENCE here.
Obviously. Now they're going to be letting go of heartbreaking, not eco rounds, guys. Stop saying that in chat. It was far away from an eco. There you go. Like,
Fine,
I know
buy.
that. Yeah, min by lol. Haha.
Doesn't have the same ring to
Just
it,
do
though.
that. Just do that. Whatever. Be more accurate with your BM. As ENCE certainly off to a great start there. Was only focusing on the initial heaven push, but the rest of the map certainly does provide enough kills for the international squad. Only 2 Swedes left. Dignitas gonna be hard pressed to make this one work as the bomb is all the way in the open next to Oil. Goes down as, well, it's only Heap left. And I wonder if he can give us a nice little 4K here to get Dignitas onto the 10th.
Well, he's done it before. And do it again. That nade makes things a lot more difficult. He's now left with just 8 points of health. And Doto's AWP is staring him down. So, yeah, a much more unwinnable situation, that one, I feel. But ENCE, they do find the 5th. 6th, potentially on the cards here as well. As Dignitas, it can go... Well, they'll go for the force buy, obviously, last round of the half. But not going to be all too great. They'll have the AWP for Hauser. Glass Cannon. AK comes through for Heap. A few Deagles for the rest of the squad. AD's 105 ADR for him. He's just an absolute tank.
He's been having a good one.
It's like when in World War One when the first tanks rolled across the battlefield. AD was just
They're just like,
firing.
What was that? Guys, there's a machine coming our way. A what now?
No, that's no machine. That's Hades.
It's just RPK doing noises. Anyway, the push toward A is going on, but they needed an armored tank to get back into this one, Dignitas. Not really a great situation from them from the get-go, and that's going to be the very final round of the half here. Predictably, ENCE do pick up the final one as a 6-9 scoreline, Dan. Definitely something, definitely the best case scenario given how dire the situation was for ENCE at one point.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Obviously, dropping that sort of min-buy round, though, against Dignitas meant that they don't get that sort of split half, which would have been just even nicer. Because it means that now they have a 3-round deficit. A pistol coming in here might assist ENCE, especially considering, as well, pistols on train generally, actually, I think, favour the T side quite a lot, just because of the way the B site is sort of structured. In the sense that you can very quickly get yourself in towards that B site. If Dignitas want to play close, you end up just with Glocks close range and who are able to find really quick frags through and get that advantage. If Dignitas play further back, you get the B site, you can push forward and lock that one down. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, and if you end up having lots of plays in towards the B site from the CT side to counter that, then the A site's very undefended, and that's a risky take. But we'll see what ENCE decide to do here. As they have a smoker flashbang, a P250 dropped over to Diha. Is it going to be the B hit? Looks like it.
And Snappy's got the util for it, right? A smoke down ramp, a
Yeah.
flash to follow it up. That's the most standard B take in the book, and it does kind of guarantee a bomb plant, okay? Because the CTs, they can't play all that close. If they do, they get swarmed, they get killed. It's not fun, Dan.
Yeah,
If
it's
you play
very
from
not
far
fun.
away, at least you can, like with the USPs, just find some kind of a headshot as they cross into the site, and then have a favorable retake, which, even if it was unfavorable, right, you could still make it work.
Use the
They used
smoke
the
towards
util on A.
connector.
Yeah, they used it toward A, I believe.
Connector for the rotating players. And
Okay, but the pistols can't really make use of that smoke, so I'm not a big fan. Still, though, the push is continuing here, and the CTs are out of that smoke. Not really worse for wear, but Hades does take care of Heap, as it's 3 CTs left remaining to mount this comeback and get it done. Freiburg on the kit.
yeah, this is a tough retake for Dignitas, especially with a shot like that from Hades. Was that on burst mode? It sort of felt like it, as he gets himself a nice quad kill in the round. Hence, they do find that 7th much-needed pistol goes their way. Now they can start thinking about closing this gap even further to Dignitas V with the, well, 4 spies that should be coming through from the Dig side. Is it going to be Dignitas, though? Or is it going to be dig a deeper hole than TAS in your economy?
Oof, good odds, actually. Still Dignitas very much favored to win here on the opponent's map pick, need
Yeah.
we remind you.
Yeah, well, CT side
Yeah,
is more favored on train generally, so I can understand
obviously.
why.
But we will be seeing if they can actually sort of like take like advantage of it, right? What if ENCE's T side is too good? Do. As Lecro is right now, gets the shot off toward Dodo, but falls straight after as, well, another kill does transpire there toward Ivy. Not going to be mattering, of course. The B bomb site was completely empty, and Dignitas, with the full investment into this round, they weren't just looking for a couple of kills, they were looking for the round itself. It's going to be Snappy up close with the MAC-10, finds one, has to go down, and that's going to be a 3 versus 3 situation, but plenty of time for the T's to waste, and no kit present.
Tough situation here. It's only getting tougher with Freiburg being eliminated. No kit to play with. Spinks could have had that shot on towards Halzerk instead. He's going to be able to get towards Connector and actually finds a shot with that scout as well, doing a little bit more damage towards ENCE, but for the ENCE side, they're just happy to get that round. Closing again, 8 on the board. It's just a 1-round deficit, but they should be able to overcome here just against what will be USPs, maybe a couple Deagles and some upgraded other pistols, like a pick and mix, right mix of pistols, perhaps.
What even is a pick and mix? Is it some kind of trail
You don't know?
mix?
Do you know what a pick and mix is?
We don't have
man.
a pick and mix, Dan.
Oh no!
We have different brands of things all over Europe.
Pick and mix
In
isn't
fact,
a
you know.
brand. Pick and mix is just like where you go into like a sweet shop And you can like pick different amounts of sweets to have, and you just have like one bag with loads of different types of sweets in it.
Well, of course we have that, Dan, but we don't
Yeah.
call it a pick and mix, do we?
What do you call it in Slovenia then?
Let's just candy store, whatever. Like, just store, sell candy.
No, but
Or
like
they
a
don't
pick and
sell the
mix
ones
is
in-
like
Well,
you get like an assortment of different sweets, and you can pick whichever ones you want.
I know, but like, that's what differentiates candy stores from like normal stores, where you just buy candy off a shelf. So obviously, those are the only ones that exist. Yeah,
Ooh, nice shot
different
from Heat.
phraseology though. Very nice. It's going to be one of 2 kills that has occurred so far for the very much less favored Dignitas side. They did, of course, manage to get the Zeus kill as well up close. That's going to be the bomb down, but Heap goes down on sight, and unfortunately for Freiburg, a 1 versus 2 not particularly doable. But as I was going to say, he did manage to find a Galil. And that's going to be at least helping him out here. With the first frag, perhaps, but not really any utility to find here. Was that a couple of flashes on him right now?
Yeah, 2 flashes, Galil, no armor.
That's not good enough for a defuse,
There's no
is
way.
it?
There's no way you can do this if you're Freiburg. You're just looking to find as much damage as you can here. Maybe one of them goes down to the bomb as well. Okay, well, he finds nothing. But, yeah, no point saving that, really. No armor to save. Galil, you're going to be upgraded into an M4 if you die anyway, so you could try and just limit that ENCE economy as much as possible. Oh, that's a Zeus kill.
Ah! You do a better impression of me.
Yeah, that one wasn't very good there. The one I did yesterday was a lot better, I think.
Need to
I
be in
think-
the right
I think-
mindset.
I think my vocal cord's a little bit worn out from today's games. We're quite deep in it. 6 hours in it already.
Did casters become birds? Well, yeah, the IQ is kind of dropping on that kind of level.
Yeah, bird in the air brain, but well, Freiburg, they ain't no birds, although they are soaring high. The Dignitas in this round as they get 2 opening picks for that side. 4 on 3 ensues. And ENCE really do want to be picking this one up. You don't want Dignitas to be taking that first gun round away. Nice shot from Hades, though. Does remove Hauser. And that's the primary AWP going down as well for the Dignitas side. Forest does have another one. Lekra with an AUG, so there's plenty of long-range potential for this Dignitas side as Lekra brings it back into that advantage. Going to be pushing along heaven as well. Will he catch Feeder? Oh, fires off a little bit early, but that flashbang coming through, he still finds a shot. And now it's all up towards Spinks. 11 HP in a dream. Can he do it? As the bomb's going to get teased. 10-second defuse. He has time to work with, but a few little shots rattle past him. He doesn't really feel like going for this one. You can have the round. I'll keep the AWP.
Sure will. 11 HP, not going to be bothering him too hard. But what is going to be bothering him, Dan? The fact that his team can't buy. They're going to be trying, of course. I see the AK has already made its spectacular appearance. Then they're onto Spinks, but where are the rest of the team going to buy? Looks like it's going to be Deagles for the guys that can't afford much. And of course, an AK and a Galil to round out this saved AWP from the previous. Definitely good enough to perhaps get this 20th round in your back pocket. However, Dignitas pretty well equipped themselves. Let's see if they can hold them back. For now, Ivy gonna be attacked, and meanwhile, a couple of players just above Pop to take that position as well. So, in the end, it is gonna be culminating toward a spectacular A execute. But there's 4 CTs on it, so they're ready for the attack, and they already lost 1. That's gonna be Heap down and Pop.
That's a weapon recovered as well. Doto picks up. M4 in hand for him, so yeah, nice
Very
little
good.
upgrade. Alzerk towards Ivy, looking for a shot, and Hades just working out of that angle as he peeks in, and when he does re-peek in, Alzerk is waiting for him. That evens the score up, and that's the AWP removed as well from the ENCE hands. Can get picked up, though, if you want it. Nade from Lekro is good. Still, Dignitas, they hold the advantage as Trays towards B. End up in Dignitas' favour. Deher.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he had a great position there. Needed to find that shot onto Forest, though, as it's now Spinks left alone in a 1 versus 3. Similar situation to the last round. This one equally as tough to try and win out here.
Yeah. Definitely going to be very difficult, but he does have a full suite of utility, right? A smoke and a flash and a Molotov, all you really need. And, well, after that, what do you need? The entry kill gets that, of course. The bomb should be going down now, and there's still a smoke and a flash left to maneuver things around. Let's see how he uses it. Wastes the smoke. The CTs are already in front of it. That's going to be doing absolutely nothing, even giving him false confidence that these players didn't push out of connector. As he just sets himself up on Ivy, expecting backline aggression. Meanwhile, the CT's, slow as you like, clearing all the angles, gonna be finding out that there's no one about, and, well, they don't have a kit, so they better get on that defuse. About 5 seconds, yes. Spinks, all he has to do is wait a couple seconds and try to deny the bomb defuse. He's gonna be trying for it now, finds the initial kill. Dignitas, no chance! Spinks gets the clutch! That's gonna be 3 kills in this round altogether, even saves the AWP for his troubles. Good job.
Well, I preface this one by saying it's probably equally as difficult as that 1v3 in the other round when he saved the AWP, but he makes this one work. Goes for it.
Yeah, it was the utility that was the difference maker there, right?
Yeah.
And the lack of the defuse kit on Dignitas' side, that's going to be biting them in the behind for days now. As a speedy execute towards A comes in, and yeah, the eco is also going to be present for Dignitas. Still, Lekra on the scout might find some heads, but ENCE aren't going to be giving it up that easy.
Need to clean this one up, ENCE. Get a few kills on the MAC-10. That's what you need. Okay, well, he's been removed by Forest. Be careful, guys. You don't want to be letting this round slip, as Forest has found a second kill on the Deagle. Let's just calm ourselves down, clean up the round, and keep these last 3 players alive. Okay, well, Necro finds another one. It's the round for ENCE, but it's a costly one. 3 players hitting the deck.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rebuying, and ENCE, they don't have much economy behind them. Yeah, they can afford these rebuys, but coming into the next round, Dignitas will be getting the full buy through for themselves, and you don't have the luxury of having anything to fall back on if Dignitas win this one.
Certainly. So that's exactly what the Swedes are going to be trying to do here, right? Trying to make it work, get the 2-for-1 sale. If not in the next round, then, you know, the one after that. That's how you sort of start balling out of control, as Dodo is certainly balling right toward the smoke. Finds Freiburg, takes his weapon. You'll be having that one, thank you very much. As the push toward A just continues. Heap, not even sure what that smoke accomplishes. I guess gives him a little bit of breathing room, but let's keep this one going, shall we? As he goes aggressive and finds one onto Decom, but Doto on the back lines finds the first low HP player still in the smoke. That's gonna be Spinks picking it up. And Halzerk, the last man left standing, a 1 versus 4. Can he do it though? No scope would have been required there toward Dodo. And that's gonna be the costliest miss. ENCE pick up a round. It's gonna be 12.
Well, that was chaos and carnage, all things colourful, but all things deadly as well. As Dignitas, they can't pick up the round there. It's just that 1 kill coming in late from Halzerk to you know, 3 players still survive for ENCE. So the economy's still there for them, and Dignitas, pistols, deagles for them. It should be ENCE to 13, and this is starting to get scary. Although, maybe not for Forest. Big Beard is a sight of comfort. He takes down a snappy deagle in hand. And that's a weapon that could get salvaged as well. I think it's just the MAC-10 though, so not a massive loss for the ENCE side, and not a massive gain for Dignitas either.
Yeah, meanwhile, of course, this B aggression is going to pivot toward pop aggression. Molly certainly helps, gives away Freiburg's position by making that meaty, slappy noise that we all love. There's the totem pole peak coming out. Not the ass peak that I usually like, with the lower player sort of being turned away so that there's no headshot potential, but, you know, we'll be seeing that one in the meta shortly.
You know what my favorite is? The molly peak.
When you just throw a molly down,
and then you drop in.
Jump into it.
Yeah. Just completely removes the problem of dropping into someone's crosshair, because they either burn to death or they're not there anymore.
Easy.
Is it easy for ENCE though? Because a second kill has come through for Dignitas here.
Ooh, Forest
is already deep.
Let's go.
Hades, how is he this aware though?
You saying I made the monkey noise for nothing? Forest just gets nothing. It was a bit more of a slower one. It was unintentional, of course. But yeah, no, Forrest just a very nice flank there. They could have potentially found 2 players. Just finds absolutely nothing. And the CTs, they had such an advantage going into this plant. Well, now it's all been, of course, removed. 3 players to find. Lecro might as well go back and save the armor and kit. Certainly saves you a bit of money instead of hunting for these terrorists all day. As there'll be 3 of them surviving, and the economy's still healthy.
So Sermon, 13 to 10.
Yeah. That's the score.
Dignitas, it basically all relies on this.
Yep.
You've got no money in reserve. If you lose this one, ENCE likely to 15 before you get another buy through. Then you're fighting for overtime, and that is not a good way to start it either. Hades just straight into Pop Dog, out E-Box, and just nails Freiburg. May not be Foon, but Dignitas still going to be feeling the pain.
Yeah, no, high pressure rounds like this, you never want them to go down the way they did, right, with Freiburg sort of leaving us a little bit prematurely. Hasn't exactly been having the best game of his life there. 11 kills, 20 deaths. As the B push will be commencing here with only Lekra to hold it for now. It is going to be Kolzerk joining the fray as they're just confidently pushing the Molotov there. Hades gets a couple of entries. Very good. Dodo with another one. That's only Forrest left. ENCE, they get the initial kill, and then they capitalize on it in spades, just fearlessly walking through the fire and flames as they collect entries onto the B bomb site. No chance here for the Swedes, as the reverse sweep may just be the initial sweep of ENCE continuing and onto the second map, Dan.
Like, imagine you Dignitas, you're like, all right, must-win round. Let's get ourselves set up. Let's start just running our game. They've been pretty slow so far. They've sometimes sent a player out with like a Mach 10 early to maybe like out a main. We've been able to take them down a couple times. Just be careful of that thing. And then you set yourself up. He just yeets himself down into Pop Dog, peeks out E-Box, and nails Freiburg with an AWP. And you're just like, okay, well now we're down a man, I guess. The hit comes in towards B. Hauserk's like, okay, killed one. Gets traded by Hades on the AWP. You think, that's sort of fair. That's a fair trade there. Hauserk maybe could have been a little bit more passive, but it is what it is. And he just runs into sight with Deagle and kills the last defender. You're just like, why is he allowed to do this? How is he allowed to do this? Now, Dignitas, they go for the force buy in this one. It's a couple M4s, a couple MP9s. You're up for Hauserk in this one, but is it going to be enough as Freiburg eats that nade? It is an opening kill for Heap, though. And that is exactly what Dignitas needed.
Yeah, man, just getting all of that initial damage certainly hurts, but at least they find one of the Spinks, right? So, not all of it lost yet. The B push is commencing, though. From ramp and heaven, they both emerge, both at once, but Lekro just finds them both. Gotta love a good 90-degree flick there as he manages to mount the B defense quite well. Hades with the bombs will be relocating here onto Pop. There is a player down there, though, and he has to drop fastly like he was to kill, but baits Freiburg into coming toward him, so he was good for the no-scope attempt. Shame it doesn't go through, though. It would have been a very good highlight.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hades, and this is Jackass. Then he just sort of dropped down ladder, sustain some damage, go back up, and then Freiburg comes over and he shoots him.
This
that sounds
is the
like
Pop Dog peak. Yeehaw! Go get him, wee man. Oh, I mean, he actually denies them the AWP by throwing it into the showers there.
He does.
That's nice. But 11 on the board for Dignitas. That force buy works out wonders for them. And
well,
get a rebuy
Dignitas
through,
really going to be struggling here to continue to find rounds, but a little bit of hope still in the camp, I hope.
Yeah.
4 people on the site.
Not 16
on the
yet.
A-bomb site, of course. But a split A is coming in then toward a stacked bomb site. Heap up close, finds the first one, but Dodo and Spinks, they find 3. It's 4 versus 2, and well, Halzerk from the back lines has managed to pick up one, but that's going to be an equal trade as Lekro is still the final hope here for the Swedish side, but doesn't manage to make that 1 versus 2 work, even was kind of surrounded without even knowing it. ENCE pick up their 15th, and Dignitas's buy from the previous round, well, get used to even less weaponry and utility, maybe, huh? Can you get that one done, guys?
This
Oh,
is...
actually, it's exactly the same buy, actually. MP9 on Forest. There you go. I was expecting one to be, like, 2 MP9s at least.
Yeah. It's not bad, but ENCE have been so strong on this T side. It's, what, been 2 rounds for Dignitas so far? That is just not good. And that wasn't a double negative. That was me emphasizing the fact it's not good.
Of course. It's what we do, fun fact. We don't have double negative. You can just say the negative over and over and over again, and it just means you're emphasizing. So,
No.
you'd fit right in, Dan.
For us, if you say not, then it is. Like with maths, when you add 2, when you multiply 2 negatives together.
Yeah, no, you can do that. You can do that when it's just part of one word, but when like one sentence contains many knots, it's a bit more difficult.
This
And
next
there you go,
sentence
Forrest. I'm not sure
contains-
what he was. Yeah. Why was Forrest peeking out of the smoke in main? I'm not entirely sure, but the rest of the A take is now on its way, and well, the initial 1-man down leads to them being 2 men down. Only 1 to find back, and Halzerk evens things up somewhat at least. Still gonna be an opera here on the back lines, which Halzerk also takes care of, and it's all down to Snappy, who finally puts an end to Halzerk's reign. 2 kills for him in this one. Snappy's still on 1. Let's see if he can get the second, of course, for the win. The spray through the smoke would have got them to kill onto Lekro, but he decides against it. Decides to go back then, toward B.
Ooh.
Lekro's ready on the rotate, though. Is he going to be, like,
Ooh.
mega mining him right now?
This is like super galaxy brain. Potentially. I mean, he could have just gone into B because Lekro expects him to be big braining him. But now that the
But, like,
the
he's
beat for
mega
Pop Dog-
braining him.
Yeah, this is like
the
quadruple
next step.
brain. This is like a 6-head play, as now Snappy, left in a 1v1, he can get up the ramp as well, undetected by Lekro. So, Lekro's going to have so many angles to clear out. He's sort of, at this point, you're going to be assuming that it's a player towards heaven. But, look at where the bomb's planted. That gives an idea that maybe he's behind him. Maybe there's a play coming in from a different angle. And Lekro, he's going to climb up the ladder. I think he will have been heard. So Snappy's not going to peek. He hears the tap of the bomb again. Lekro no kit. Snappy has so much time to play with. And he has just outbrained Lekro to the highest degree in that one. So ENCE do claim it 16-11. And they could book their grand final spot in 2, Sermon.
They certainly do. Easy for ENCE here, 2-0. We certainly didn't see this one coming. We thought,
For sure.
well, maybe Train's not going to be going their way, so they better like have something ready for Nuke, and then, well, they get that one done 16-8. And now here on Train, it looked even easier. Though Dignitas did put up a good fight, it is time to bid adieu to the Swedes and say hello to a final consisting of, what was it, ENCE and Fiend.
Yeah, interesting final. Fiend fighting all the way from the group stages. The Bulgarians are going to try and bring the fight to ENCE. But we'll see who turns out on top because Hades, he's looking pretty banging, not going to lie. Join us tomorrow at, I think, 12 CEST for that final. See you then.
Be there or be square.
Feel free to talk.
Boss, we've done all as you said.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, boss. Everything like you asked. It's in my car, boss.
I'm surprised. You're actually good for something.
So, where is it, Brady?
Here, in the trunk.
What the fuck is that? You fat Irish prick. You're supposed to bring me a coat. not a skinny animal kid. Where is LOOT.BET code I asked it for?
Well, he wasn't talking.
Are you out your mind, Brady? Because I swear I put your brain to sleep. He ain't talking because his fucking mouth is closed.
So, maybe I should open it.
Oh, don't kill me,